Netflix capitalised on the COVID-19 lockdown with original films like The Old Guard, a solid action movie packed with hard-hitting violence and compelling character dynamics. Though one wonders how much bigger it could have been with a theatrical release, something Netflix's anti-cinema model, as well as the pandemic, prevented. And now, 5 years later, The Old Guard 2 arrives in a post-pandemic world where cinema is resurging and streaming dominance is waning. But unfortunately, the sequel highlights the cracks in Netflix's model, checking most boxes but delivering a noticeably less engaging experience that struggles to leave a lasting impression. Set 6 months after the first film, the Immortal Warrior team, led by Charlize Theron's now mortal Andy, is working under former enemy-turned-ally Copley, played by Chiwetel Ejiofor. But they soon catch wind of Uma Thurman's Discord, a mysterious figure who might possibly be the first Immortal. And further complicating matters is the return of Veronica Ingo's fellow Immortal Quinn, who's been freed from centuries of underwater imprisonment and is bent on vengeance. So Andy and her team must now stop Discord's scheme and maybe avoid dying for good. I haven't revisited the original since its release, but I remember it as a more ambitious, well-rounded film than this, which feels like a significant step down that's more like a sci-fi TV special than a cinematic event, as director Victoria Mahoney brings noticeably lower energy to action that lacks urgency despite decent choreography, and characters who mostly serve to deliver exposition or conveniently appear when needed. The film plods along without urgency, often feeling like it doesn't care what's happening, even in scenes where it should, such as an opening sequence plucked straight out of a Fast and Furious movie that reeks of reshoots meant to insert excitement, with quippy heroes, over-the-top entrances, and even high-speed car chases that don't match the grittier tone of the rest of the film. But the execution is so poor and jarring that it feels like Mahoney wasn't even on set for that part, replaced by a Netflix-approved hack instead. For most of its runtime, it feels like nothing of consequence is happening, until you realise about 90 minutes in that it's by design, as the film ends on a cliffhanger intended to set up a third instalment, which would be fine if this one had earned it, but aside from Charlize Theron, who's still compelling even with limited material, there's little here to make you care enough to see what happens next, as the film fails to earn emotional investment in its characters or plots, and just assumes audiences will stick around simply because they've seen the first two, not because they're compelled to. If a third one does get made, I'll certainly watch it and review it like the others, but don't be too surprised if I barely remember what happened in this 2-star second chapter that's far more mortal than its predecessor. Visit the Film Feeder website to read my more detailed review, but for now, thanks for watching, please like and subscribe for more reviews, and I'll see you next time.